Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's it. 180. Mike, 58 right there. 65. 65. Sponge. No. Hey. Check it back. Gun.
On first down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Newton to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Sit. Look at him. Get the mic. Be a long game for you. Great. 58 right over there. Who's that? Mike, 58 right there. Let's go, D.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun.
On second down, McCaffrey. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The set. Right to the 3. Pick up the ball. Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Give me some. Gun. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
20. Watch the pass. 58.
Here's Newton. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
20. 8.
Here's Newton. A short throw caught by Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Out of the gun, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Keep it up, keep it up. Gun. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. All right, team.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Below Nichols in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it. And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the post.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 72 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I'm here all day. Watch the eye.
They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Great.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 20.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Ready? 180. Mike 58 right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Gun.
Check double team.
Kill.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
180. Check, 59. I got you, boy. Check, nickel.
Again, it's Cohen. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
20. Gun. 58, right over there. Right 58, right there. You better be afraid of me. Come on. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch. Watch out.
McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Newton's going to throw it. Flush. Oh, no, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped. You can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to fourth down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Hey, check.
Now it's Trubisky, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 54. Exit. Check it out. Done. 54 is Mike.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
All day, every day.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.